Hey everybody. Hold on a second. I don't know if that went through. Then my intro. Hey everybody, welcome to stream. Hope you're all well. So I'm back here with Ninjala again. I'm really sorry about how late today's stream turned out. Like, I have not had a very good day, so things have been a bit of a mess for me, and I ended up delaying the stream as a result, even though I wasn't intending to. I was thinking about doing like a lot more of this too, where I would do like probably the new single player and check it out and see how that went. And then this turned into a scenario where really nothing at all got resolved, and I feel like I just kind of ended up wasting my time without really much of anything happening. So yeah, I actually spent a while working on my volume settings because I didn't do anything with it yesterday, and I should have, and frankly, it was a fucking stupid waste of time. I didn't do much interesting. I think I played Clubhouse games most of yesterday after I got done streaming. And most of my other part of the day before I finished was like I went grocery shopping, but that was like a necessity. Okay, first things first, I'm going to make some changes to my character. I actually messed around and goofed around a little bit yesterday while I was doing this. Let me see. This is where I go. It's been a little bit. Yeah, I think this is it. So I messed around a little bit in the customization options, and well, I'll put it this way, I've been goofing around with this and not doing much. I basically just decided to do a different approach entirely to the character than I did last time. You can see the look I've got here, and it's kind of stupid looking, and it's like I'm trying to make it look... You guys, I'm sure some of you watched Naruto. I didn't really care for it too much. I remember watching it as a kid, and I found it alright, and I figured, just because I don't know how many sessions of this game I'm going to be playing, that I would basically copy certain look for a certain character from the show, Sasuke. So yeah, I'm going to make my character look kind of dumb as part of a joke. I mean, if I end up liking this, I might change it and make it look better instead of just fucking blatantly copying a Naruto character just for the hell of it. But let me see what I can do with this. Give me a second while I find a comparison image to work with. I'm gonna put this on my Discord after I save it, and we'll do this as like our comparison to how this looks. Typically when it comes to like games, well, I guess it depends, but like for the most part, I'll sometimes fucking put up like an actual serious character and a character creator, but like 99% of the time, you give me the option to, and I'll fucking dick around and basically make a really dumb character instead of making like a character that actually reflects on what I look like. So this is me having some fun goofing around right now. Here we go. I'm gonna leave this over in the corner. I'll take that out in a little bit, and once I'm done with the actual character creation, we'll just change it a little bit to make sure that we're able to just make it look like character in this picture. Let me just like make sure I can see this well now that I've got this in the corner. I'm not very good at doing image shit, but I mean, I figured this would be an easy way to fucking do this. Okay, let me see here. The eyes are red because I wanted to make it like a fucking stupid meme, like where it was like how Kakashi has the fucking Sharingan eyes, and I know that Sasuke has a Sharingan, so I thought it'd be a stupid little touch to do that. Okay, let me see. I don't know what I want to go for the clothes. I'm gonna try looking around and see what I can find. That's weird. Is this all the options I've got for this character and nothing else? I could have sworn I saw like more customization options when it came to like the beta. Maybe I'm wrong about that. In fact, yeah, it feels like there's supposed to be more. Give me a second though. Let me look around. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, I swear there were more. Maybe we'll just leave it the way it is right now instead of bothering to change it anymore. The whole point was I was gonna like use this to help me select between stuff to like decide on things. Let me see. I know they added like, it's supposed to be like microtransactions, and they're doing it like, since it's free to play, you can buy stuff, but I am not buying anything out of the game right now. Also, Not getting the story mode yet. I don't know if I'm going to like the game that much. Sorry, just if you don't like the picture, just ignore it right now. It'll be off the screen just a little bit once I actually check this and see where the customization is, since it's been a little bit since I played the demo even. Also, if the volume settings aren't ideal, let me know and I'll fix it up. I can't really tell for sure just looking, though. Let me see. Huh. Is it really just this stuff and nothing else? Let me just check the fucking customization of the store or something in a second. I'm sure there were more options back in the beta. Maybe they were putting out so many so they could entice you to buy stuff, but I don't care about doing that just to get any type of, like, cosmetic items, so fuck that. I don't really care. So I didn't see a menu. Let me check this again. I want to check about the hair. I don't think I can do much more. Maybe I'm just being dumb and not looking in the right menu. We'll just go check the shop thing and then see what's in here, and I'm not going to buy anything. I want to see if my theories are right, though, before we actually end the gameplay. What is this? Specialty shop, huh? These are just, like, differing cosmetics, I guess. Don't really care. And let me guess, these are probably for... These are items you can win through this. Did they take away all the things that were free in the beta? I would have left at least the base, like, options in the past for leaving the same stuff they let people use in the beta. Yeah, it doesn't really look like they kept all that, though. Or maybe I'm being dumb and I'm missing it, so check this too. I've actually, like I said, I'm not going to be buying anything. Also, yeah, I just don't feel like I want to fucking bother to buy cosmetics. And I'm not buying the single player, because I actually thought about this and I was going to do the single player. I decided that I would just bother to play multiplayer and not bother going through anything else, though. Okay, we're going to take this off the screen now, because apparently doesn't seem like the same level of, like, customization is here as I thought would be. Like it was in the beta, so we're just not going to bother trying to make the character look any better. It'll just look the way it is right now. Also, hey C's, welcome to stream. Glad you could make it. So yeah, I've honestly got to be, like, totally real with you guys about how I, like, felt about this game. I played it quite a bit since the last time when the beta came out. I actually messed around and, like, played some in handheld mode in the beta. Obviously, it's just been out for, like, a few days or not even that long. I'm not sure. Was that, like, it launched a day or two ago? But yeah, I've not played it since the beta. I played it that night in handheld mode, and I don't really completely like the system in the game. The weapons are alright, and the combat's pretty good, but I still really think the parry thing is a really bad mechanic overall, and it doesn't help the game any. I feel like having a parry that can just randomly decide the outcome of the like melee matches is just not good for gameplay. The fact they delayed this to add that in is not something I am a fan of, honestly. I don't know, I kind of liked what I saw in the beta, and don't get me wrong, the gameplay doesn't seem that bad, but I've heard that on the first day, at least, there were issues with, like, connection problems, and that also, apparently, like, well, people have, like, talked about how this game's, like, filled with microtransactions, and you can see the shop's got a lot of stuff like that, and I don't even see the same amount of, like, cosmetic items I can equip, so it's not really a great sign. Oh, about that, yeah, this game's free to play, actually, so you don't actually have to buy it. I installed it because it was free to play. I don't know if I'm going to get a huge amount of gameplay out of it, unfortunately, but I mean, I guess I'll play it anyway. The more I'm looking at this, it disappoints me to say, it's starting to really feel like it's just a ninja Splatoon, where it's like they tried to copy Splatoon and it doesn't really, it's kind of a cool take on it, but it feels like there's a lot of problems plaguing this too that could be fixed up and actually made to look better. Also, there's something really dumb I need to show you guys in a bit. Like, if you're in the lobby and you push the home button, it fucking boots you out of the lobby, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Yeah, it's free to play. The single player, which is like the story mode, is something that costs you some money. You can get like a few cosmetic items out of it apparently, but frankly, I'm not buying it right now. I think the thing that concerns me, well, I mean, I don't know if I like how it's taking a Fortnite-style approach with how it's doing like a battle pass scenario, but also there's the matter that part of what I was hoping to get out of this the most was the single player and the story mode. Like, the bit they've given us is like one chapter of the story. We don't know how much there is, and it's $5, and I'm expecting this is probably going to be like at least a good 4 or 5 chapters, if not more, and I don't know how much it's going to cost to get it all, and at that point it's like, I don't really want to pay more than $5 to get the whole thing, so I would rather not pay for a story mode when I don't know how good it'll be, so I'm not going to buy it right now. I'm just going to wait on more of it to see how it turns up. I don't know. I mean, there's other reason too. $5 isn't a whole lot. In fact, it's pretty decently priced, but I think it's like 5 or 6 missions, which is like maybe an hour of gameplay, and that's it, so yeah. I actually looked at my schedule right now because I was curious about game stuff, and I have more than I realized that I wanted to try to work on. Like, I nearly overloaded myself with games before I, like, settle down on this stuff. I have a problem where I pick up more stuff to play on my schedule than I actually intend to. Like, I was going to play that SpongeBob game. I'm kind of glad I didn't, honestly. But whatever, like, I feel like now I would be a bad time to play it, because I have, let's see, I still have to finish one of my games, AI the Somnium Files. I'm working on Wonderful 101, like, weekly, and I'm also planning to do Paper Mario 64 in the in the next few weeks, so I'm pretty much, or actually, I think it's gonna be next week, actually, so yeah. Like, I'm busy with games right now, and I do not think it'd be good to start more stuff at the moment. Oh my god, can I at least hit this guy? Seriously? This is another thing I hate, is that I feel like it's really easy to miss your target for some reason when you're trying to strike somebody. I try and I end up fucking up my attacks really quickly. You get punished over shit really, really fast, and the game can be a little unforgiving at times, honestly. But whatever. But yeah, my game schedule is not good for throwing this in for a single-player experience right now, even if I did think it looked somewhat worth it. I would rather wait until I know I'm going to have more free room to, like, play another game instead of cramming this in here. Gonna save up for Animal Crossing? Yeah, that's probably a good plan. Animal Crossing is good. I mean, I've been playing it less because I've gotten a little bored of it, to be honest, but for anybody who's not played it, there's quite a lot there, and frankly, there's like a new content update on the way, so there's already a lot to look forward to, and like, the content update is bound to be really good, so I'm looking forward to seeing the swimming update and seeing just how good it actually is. Oh shit. That was close. I was scared I was gonna get killed for a second there. Like, the whole new museum section along the swimming and, like, the new guy to give collectibles to, excuse me, that's a fucking great way to breathe a little life into the game. And they even gave Gulliver another role in the game, which is cool, because he didn't really get a lot of, like, importance in the game. Oh, come on, let me fucking swing my fucking blade for a second. I'm just getting fucking wrecked. At least I'm not performing too bad, I guess. I bounced out of 3DS and Switch games. That's fair. I don't touch my 3DS like ever anymore, probably just because the fact there's not any new games coming out for it, but also the fact I don't really have anything I want to revisit or anything, so yeah. Fuck me, I just had to fucking be dumb enough to fucking walk into that like a total moron. Wonder if I can get another kill before this round's up or not. Honestly, there's one big game coming next month, and that's a little bit worrying. It's all we know about at the moment. Like, Paper Mario's coming next month. I have mixed feelings, and I'm kind of worried if it's going to be good. Recently, Paper Mario has not gotten a lot of, like... Or seeing a lot of the stuff in Paper Mario, like, it has not gotten great games. Like, there have been a lot of problems in Paper Mario, and they absolutely should work on fixing that. Like, Sticker Star did so much to fucking drag the series name through the mud, and fucking made people kind of loathe seeing new Paper Mario games. And, excuse me, while Color Splash, I feel like there was a good game buried underneath, and they wanted to, like, make it good. They could have done more with it instead of making it so similar to Sticker Star. Hold on a second. Ninjala pass? What? I didn't buy the pass, or is this like a free pass, sort of like how the fucking Fortnite has a free pass as well? What did I get? Bronze medal. What is this? I haven't seen this before. Okay, I mean, whatever. What the fuck does this even do? Just nothing? Seems the actual battle pass thing has, like, some rewards, but they don't really look that good, to be honest. Like, if you level up enough, you get some spending change you can use, sort of like how you would in Fortnite, but it's like next to nothing. I don't know, even Fortnite gives better rewards than this. At least Fortnite gives you stuff to spend on. I don't know what this bronze is used for. Maybe there's something I passed up and don't actually know about that's supposed to be utilized, this bronze stuff. Hold on a second, let's get back in another game. By the way, anybody wants to do, like, some actual rooms and do, like, playing some multiplayer in this, feel free to. I'll be happy to set up for a little bit. I don't mind. Get and play Splatoon 2 for a little bit. That's fine. I mean, if you want, you can join in on this, although I don't know how long it'd take to install it, but yeah, it's free to play, so it doesn't take... I don't think it'd take too long. I don't know how big the game is. Okay, I should show this now while I've got a chance to. Let me just ready it. There's a weird... This is weird. It just fucking... things... It does this if you push the home button while you're in the lobby. Sleep mode. Like, why is this a problem in the first place? There was an issue where it was like... The fucking game would, like, continually cause problems in the beta, where if you... Like, I've seen the lobbies, like, never fill up. It seems like it's a little better now, but frankly... Like, after that was a problem where there was, like, barely a guarantee you'd get all 8 people, then they shouldn't put the home button and, like, that lobby being fucking, like, an immediate kick out of the lobby and back into the, just queuing up again. That's stupid in my opinion. You need to install, that's fine, I understand. Also, let me see. Hi there, I'm fine, welcome to stream. Busy playing other games? Yeah, I totally understand. I'm nothing. I don't think it's anything personal. I get what you're talking about. I've been actually playing a lot of games outside of my streaming too, and I've been slacking a little bit in terms of streaming. Actually, I don't know if I already said this, but because of how late I started, and just in general, I don't know if I wanted to, but like I'm gonna be doing like a short session tonight. Tonight's stream is only gonna be roughly an hour long. I know both yesterday and today are going to be, like, short, and I kind of apologize for that a little bit because, well, I'm getting at the point right now where I want to continue with, like, the games that I'm trying to work on beating, like The Wonderful 101, and I'm really close to the end, but there's, like, a lot of parts that near the end that I'm not a huge fan of, so rather than rushing in, getting my ass kicked in the game, I'm taking my time and, like, spacing out the last few bits, so yesterday's stream only ended up being, like, an hour-ish in length because I didn't want to charge into the next boss fight. I can tell you guys right now, I've only got, like, 2, maybe 3 streams of that game left before I'm done with it. Oh boy, I'm not even looking forward to the last stream. The final boss is, like, fucking brutal, and I'm saving it for batting all by itself, but I don't really think I'm gonna do very good when I get there. I mean, I'd want to go in and not practice this time, even though I don't really know why I care. I fought it before, but I still feel like I'd like to beat it without having to fucking try to burp in advance, rather than just do it purely by skill. I'll be honest, I am like completely terrible when it comes to scheduling games. I'll try to come up with stuff and then I just immediately like cancel it without like any forethought. I need to fucking work on that, and I probably schedule more games than I need to as well. I set up like 2 to 3 games and then I end up getting overwhelmed and can't do much more. Streaming is sometimes not the easiest to work around, frankly. Fuck me, really? I get fucking hit immediately and I can't fucking win any of the fucking stupid parry RNG shit? Okay, good. Fuck off. Actually fucking won that one, that's good. I'm surprised I was able to get like even the basics of this game down relatively fast back in the beta. It's not very simplistic. I've read there, like, some things people have, like, suggested, like, putting a specific input in when you're doing the parry because people are quick to select one input, but it doesn't seem like it actually fucking works most of the time. I mean, it is fucking RNG, so you can't really count on anybody to do anything specific. Ugh. Okay, let me think for a second, because that's something I want to talk about, and I kind of forgot what it was, actually. I mean, I guess I should talk about my cat scenario a little bit. In a second, when I'm not fucking getting hit, that is, and I got fucking paralyzed and couldn't fucking fight back for whatever reason. That's something I'm not a fan of the game. When that happens, it just feels like you're getting fucked over for no reason. But yeah, I was talking about my relation with my cat and how things were not going great, unfortunately. She'd been scared of me, and I'd screwed up. It was the water bottle I used, I think. She's still a little young, and I should have took my time instead of trying to punish her. Wait until she gets a little older and isn't gonna freak out over getting sprayed once or twice. Which, I should have realized that. But actually, things have been going really good in that regard. I've been, like, taking my time slowly, working my way back into getting her to trust me again, and all I've been doing is, like, giving her a treat or two and like, petting her a little bit, and she's slowly coming back around and liking me again, even though it's taken a while. Like, now it's been... She doesn't completely trust me, unfortunately, which is heartbreaking. I kind of hate that about cats, that cats get scared of you, like, so easy compared to dogs, and I like cats, but I don't like having my cat fear me. That makes me feel terrible when that happens. Like, I want to be friends with my cat. It's really an experience being a dog person your whole life and then having to adjust to, like, every little difference about raising a cat. I do like animals a lot, though. I'm hopeful things will work out, because if they don't, then I'm probably going to have to get rid of her, and I may not ever get another cat. I'm starting to come to the terms that I might just not be good at raising cats, and I might not be a cat person. Would you fuck off? Could you stop with your fucking... Oh my god, I tried to fucking use the goddamn sword, and I just got fucking destroyed. Whatever. But yeah, I'm not great with cats, I'll be honest, and I'm learning. I'm sure I can get better at it. I'm curious, like, what do you guys think, like, the most, like, in terms of animals, I guess specifically house pets, like, the third most common pet would be? I'm sure dogs and cats are very common, because they're pretty much domesticated. Kind of crazy, because the two pets we have that are, like, the most common are so drastically different from each other. Like, cats you have to be very, very gentle and very, very careful with, and because they'll basically take anything you do wrong as trying to hurt them, so you have to watch what you're doing. Like, if you hit them for any reason, they probably will get scared of you. Whereas dogs are, like, extremely loyal and love you, dude, no matter what. Like, I'm surprised we haven't been able to get another animal to that same quality, like, same caliber of, like, trust in us before, though. Goldfish? Yeah, it's probably something I would expect is like not that uncommon. Most kids probably have a goldfish. They're easy to take care of. Plus, I think a lot of people vomit them. I don't know how. It's kind of hard to say whether or not goldfish actually care about their owners, but I mean, if nothing else, they don't seem to mind living around us. I've read goldfish have like incredibly like, what's the right word for this? I guess like short memory spans. Like I've heard that goldfish only remember to like, I think it's like somewhere around like 3 to 9 seconds of like their memory, and they forget things after that. Like apparently goldfish do not hold on to memories for very long, which is a little sad to think they just swim around a bowl their whole life and they'll forget things like relatively quickly. That would not be a fun life. You know, I've kind of thought about what it'd be like to have a bird. 10 seconds, that might be right. I don't actually know how that goes. But yeah, I kind of thought about getting a pet bird. The only problem with birds are, if you think cats are hard, birds are worse. And I've never even owned a bird, but I've had family who's had like pet birds. Birds will be mean as shit sometimes. And on top of that, there's the matter that birds will fucking run off if you aren't careful. Like, cats do that same problem sometimes too. But birds will fucking fly off if you don't watch them, so you have to get their wings clipped. I don't know if I could handle a bird. I wouldn't want to take the pressure of, like, trying my best and just getting fucking the shit pecked out of me for small shit the bird gets angry over. I think a bird's probably quicker to get angry at a person than a cat is, and cats get very sensitive over very small things, so yeah. I forget if I brought this up on stream, though. I had, like, an interesting thing I watched recently on YouTube. I don't know how long ago, but, like, in terms of, like, animal domestication, apparently foxes might be one of the, like, the closest we've had to, like, the next type of animal to get domesticated. Okay, I can talk about that in a second. I want to read the chat. First house you live on with lots of land? Yeah, I'd like to live in outdoors more, like where I could be alone. And there's also the matter of, well, where I'm at's good because it's like in a city, and I like to have decent internet connection, and I like to be somewhat close to society. Again, I'm unfortunately the type of person who gets very lonely very, very easily, so I hope I can eventually get into a relationship. That's something that's been bothering me for a while, but whatever. I'm not gonna fucking harp on that too much. But yeah, I was watching a YouTube video. I forget what the title of it was. It was like some video with like some scientists in it, and they were talking about this like experiment that had been going on for some guy. I think it was like, I want to say it's like a decade or two ago, maybe even up to 100 years ago, did like a thing with like foxes, and well, he'd worked on, like, breeding foxes into being, like, tamer. I don't think it was, like, domestication kind of tame so much as it was as the dog. I've seen foxes were, like, those were, like, really, really friendly overall. And, like, they, like, bred all the foxes that were, like, somewhat friendly to humans together, so that they'd slowly keep getting more and more friendly over time. And then on top of this, he bred, like, sure, he didn't breed any of the, like, really, really angry ones that would, like, hate people. Like, he basically went out at the ones that didn't like people and kept the ones that were friendly, and it slowly kept building them up into a bunch of foxes that were very, very used to people and would come up to you and be friendly. It was similar to how a dog and a cat are, but not quite. Like, basically, they'd get close to you, but they don't show the same level of interest and care that a dog would. From what I remember, it was basically like the fox was like so friendly that it would walk up to people, but it didn't like being as loyal or as nice to people as a dog would. So it's like similar to how cat relations are. They show interest in you, but they don't have like the same waning love and loyalty a dog does. In fact, they basically, it would like, there's a comparison in the video where they let a dog in a cage with the same area the foxes did, like the tame foxes, and once they were done with the foxes and they let the dog in, the dog, like, really quickly just walked up to the human and, like, immediately interacted. Whereas the foxes would, like, walk around, like, sort of, and sniff you out and, like, try to get to know you. Dog was, like, immediately up in the person's face wanting love from them. Like, drastically shows how differing their demeanor towards humans was. I think they said, like, foxes could eventually maybe be domesticated one day, but they're not really ready for it, and there's no telling if foxes will ever be completely domesticated. I feel like that's interesting to talk about if we'll ever get another animal that's, like, dog or cat sized and that friendly and that close to being domesticated, like another animal that'll be that friendly to us like dogs and cats are, because there's not really a lot of other animals that would be. I mean, I've seen some interesting stuff, like, with certain animals that do get close to humans. I think it depends, because I think any animal that bonds with a person well enough can actually end up getting close to people, but there's very few times where that actually happens. Jesus, were we gonna keep walking and never fucking end this fucking battle? Okay, I was gonna say, like, this dude continually keeps hitting the same button as me. Oh, you fuck off from getting off my kill. Can I get another kill? No? Fuck, I'm trying. I was doing my absolute best. Actually, I think one of my classmates back when I was in high school actually had, like, a deer that wandered up on their land and got, like, injured, and they ended up, like, nursing it back to health, and the deer was, like, really tame and ended up almost being like a pet to them. Like, it was really trusting of them and would hang around them without actually being too afraid of them. That was kind of cool to see. Like, I never really saw too much of that myself, but I heard about it, and I don't know how well that really worked out. I'm sure it was friendly to them all the time, but, like, yeah, it seems like really any animal that's got enough human interaction can actually grow close to people. I mean, you kind of see that when you look at, like, petting zoos and see, like, all the animals that get really close to you. Sorry if I got loud there for a second. I didn't mean to get my voice so loud. But yeah. Honestly, actually, now that I think about it, I guess there are some animals that are already possibly suited to being, like, friendly to humans, but it really depends. Okay, let's see. What is this? It says Ninjala battles. I haven't checked this, and it wasn't available in the actual... yeah, this wasn't available in the beta, so I want to see what this is like. Team battle, free match, ranked match, huh? I'm gonna do a free match. We'll do team battle. Oh, there's stage select. And it's just 2 levels? Okay, that's a little on the weird side, but whatever. We'll do a team battle on the academy level then. I might do another one on that, whatever it's called, Eagle City or whatever stage in a second. I didn't like it very much in the beta. I thought there'd be more than 2 levels coming out of beta, though, and they'd have, like, at least 1 or 2 more to make the map selection better. Whatever. Yeah. Like I was saying, I grew up around pigs, and actually, pigs are alright. I like pigs. They're not the best. They're not the worst pet, either, if you could even call them a pig. They weren't really a pet. It was more back when I was living on the farm, pigs would, like, come up to people relatively often, were, like, relatively friendly. Like, pigs are very, very interesting creatures, and they're very, very trusting of people. Pigs have their own issues, though, because pigs will literally bite the shit out of whatever they want to, and they also have a knack for getting in trouble. We had like a lot of times where we put a pig alone, or like, we put a pig alone in the pen. That happens pretty often. Like, well, try to get the pig to, like, stay away from a certain area, and this pig would always fucking gravitate towards the area and try to get in this shit, despite this thing, like, this one area that we kept off limits, which is not great. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it was not easy raising them. They were alright, though. There were definitely some problems. Also, they always were quick to run, like we showed them, so they'd pick up on the fact that you're gonna take them somewhere relatively quickly. and start running from you, and it was annoying when you had to wrangle a pig into like a little thing so you can take it somewhere. That's not a fun thing to deal with. Like, where'd they go? Oh god, what happened? Why am I stuck in this right now? Does this thing do that? Let me fucking out of this fucking weird yellow poop form. What is going on right now? Why am I not able to move? Okay, I don't want to attack the fucking bot. Why? This game could use some fucking work on its like auto-targeting thing instead of being like quick to immediately lock on the fucking robot that I'm not trying to attack. So I can read the chat in a second. I'm like struggling at the moment. Of course I get fucking killed. Yeah, this game definitely needs a little bit of work in a few areas. I wasn't smart. I'm not in the chat to see what I missed out on for a second. Sorry, give me a second. I need to read the chat, but I also need to like get into the action and not let my teammates down, so yeah. There we go. Where's the other enemy that I was looking for? Are there any that are nearby at all? Whatever. Let's see. Aided in humans. No, yeah, that's something I've noticed. I think that some animals are definitely far less likely to ever be nice to people, but it just depends. I mean, it really does depend on circumstances more than anything. Petting zoos show like how many different things really are trusting of people, though. But yeah, for example, I don't think I've heard of anybody like befriending a lion before. I'm not sure there's no reports. In fact, I'm sure there's probably somebody out there who's befriended one, but like, those are the kind of animals I wouldn't even try to, because you'd get fucking killed likely if you bothered attempting that. Both lions, bears, anything that could actually eat a person is something I'd stay far away from. Especially since most of them won't hesitate to. Yeah, that's the thing I've noticed too, like a lot of people like claim they're like really close to certain animals and they can like make relationships with any animal. I'm sure some of them are telling the truth, but like in general, just doing that is not the best strat, or not the best thing to do. Like, there's a guy who claimed to be like very, very close to bears, I think. I don't remember all the details. He and his girlfriend would like go around bears, and like this guy would hang around them. Well, he thought he trusted them pretty well, and one day when he went near one of the bears, things were going okay until like later the fucking bear starts mauling him, and it was like, I think it's like recorded or some shit where you can hear some of this, and like, you basically hear this terrifying audio of like, him and his girlfriend fucking screaming for help as this bear's fucking mauling them. I don't think anybody actually kept the audio handy, but it's kind of terrifying to actually listen to if you actually stumble onto it. That's like kind of thing where it's like, yeah, animals are great, but some animals you probably shouldn't interact with. It's better not to fucking risk a dangerous interaction for no reason. So, I'd say, yeah, some animals are just not something you want to stick around. I like animals a lot in general, but that's just a life lesson, I guess. Okay, let me see. Now I can read the chat since the match is over. Cat friendly doesn't give them food? Yeah. I know how that's like. In fact, I'd say cats are like probably one of the most likely to actually befriend people. Cats have like a friendly demeanor towards people, and probably for good reasons. We've kind of tamed cats to the point where they build relations with us. I mean, we have a bunch of feral cats living around my mom and dad's place. I visit down there every now and then, and while they're not the most tame, they do seem to trust people well enough, and they pretty much, they don't really let you get too close to them, but they're still willing to let us feed them, and some of them just let them walk up and pet them. Like, you can tell how much cats have trust in people. Can I leave the lobby, please? How do I get out? I don't want to, maybe if I just do the thing here. Yeah, I don't want to stay in the lobby, thank you. I want to do a normal match again. Hold on a second. I've been having a really annoying issue on Discord lately where my links don't go through, so I've been like trying to check on this and make sure things are working, and okay, it's working right now. I'm going to use this as a quick opportunity to link it in Discord. Okay, yeah, just a second. Discord's got some issues. Apparently, like I read that there were like problems where, or with the YouTube, I think, because like a site thing where it's like they updated things and apparently it broke some of the features on Discord. So they've been working to fix it. Just hold on a second. I'm talking to a friend for a second that I know pretty well in case he wants to watch this. I'm gonna like link this to him in case he does. Okay, there we go. Let's continue back on the game now. Let's see, where were we? Farm a lot of food for yourself? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. The problem I have with farming is, well, I've lived on a farm my whole life. I know what it's like, and it's a nice lifestyle sometimes, but there are a lot of problems that come with like living on a farm. It can be frustrating. Although, to be honest, if I was like saying why I didn't like living on a farm, I'd probably said this a little bit before in the past. Like, I was pretty much forced to live on a farm thanks to my relation with my parents. Like, they hadn't been the most friendly about that, and well, that definitely hurt my demeanor towards living on a farm, being forced to do something I didn't really want to, and not really liking it a lot. So it did not make me want to live on one as an adult. In general, I feel like I had a really shitty childhood. My parents were way too controlling, and I am glad I'm away from them. But hey, whatever. I'm not going to talk about that too much. There's definitely some good stuff in farming too. If you're living on your own and doing it, it can be like a good experience. You can like look up people's videos of like them starting a farm, and I'm sure it's based on like your personality as well as like multiple things. I just don't seem to be cut out for doing a lot of farm work. Also, and like another thing is that, well, like I said, I was forced to live on a farm most of my life, so kind of giving me a negative stigma towards farming and not really liking that life, because my fucking free time was wasted by my asshole dad who fucking made me work on his farm so much. Like, basically my weekends were fucking subject to him making me do his fucking stupid chores outside, and most of my summers were fucking wasted because this man fucking made me do farm work as well. Like, he basically saw me and my brother as like, he needs to do free work for his stupid farm, and I fucking hate him for it, and I don't think either one of us could have done anything to stop it, because I'm pretty sure, like, if we called the police to like report this as abuse, it wouldn't have fucking worked, at least not back then. I don't know if it's changed now, but I feel like that could easily count as child abuse under today's standards. Like, I wouldn't have minded doing some farm work, but I didn't get to choose, and I had most of my free time thrown away like that, and it feels terrible. It made me so much happier when I finally got away from them, because they fucking made me hate living with them. They made me do so many things that I couldn't stand. It took away all my free time. Most of my time I had to myself wasn't even free time. It was like I would be either doing homework or I'd be playing a game for just a little bit, and then I'd be fucking dragged off of it. They also interrupted my fucking sleep to wake me up early and make me do these fucking chores, and I spent like a good 5 or more hours helping them usually, and it was fucking miserable. It was not a fun lifestyle, to put it lightly. Ugh. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get back to what I was doing. Whew, I'm actually have to take a break on Sunday. I've been fucking actually going at it, streaming a lot. I thought about maybe doing like quite a few streams, and okay, something's wrong with the game. I think I'm gonna have to reboot it. It's been sitting there matching me for like several minutes and not done anything. I don't know what's up with that. Probably something glitched out. Actually, yeah, where was I? I've been streaming like every day of this week, namely doing Pokemon shiny hunting stuff, and it's gotten exhausting to say the least, and I decided like a little later on in the week that I'd stream every day this week and maybe do a little less next week. I'd actually thought about like considering doing like even more and seeing if seeing what my record for most consecutive days I've streamed is, but I don't know if I want to go and try and topple that right now or not. That might be a lot of effort to go on and keep doing that. Streaming is surprisingly, exhausting at sometimes, which is why I said before, and I'll say it again, I don't understand how people can keep streaming like this, especially for 12 hours plus. I'd get tired even after an hour, but I'm willing to push myself for 3 to 4 hours usually and keep going anyway and stream. I can typically make it through minimum of 3 hours, no problem. Okay, let's try this again and see if we can actually get in a match. Whew. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I just talked about Pokemon stuff. I'm not streaming the DLC right now. I think I'm gonna pick it up in a while, not yet. Probably sometime in the near future, but right now my game schedule wasn't really in an area where I was liking the way things looked, and I wanted to stream other stuff and get through that first before I picked up the expansion pass. I've got to be honest on my thoughts on that stuff. I don't feel like the Isle of Armor looks like a very great value, and I've explained my reasoning multiple times, but I can go over it again. I think the Crown Tundra looks good, though. I'll say, in general, it really looks like they just created problems for themselves and then fixed them in the Isle of Armor to, bother and sell it, and it's why is this getting praise exactly? You shouldn't be praising them for adding Pokemon back, when the whole reason these Pokemon are even coming back is because they fucking did Dexit in the first place, so they'd be added back in the game. That's not a fucking thing to praise in the slightest. They didn't add, any new Pokemon. They have, 3 new Pokemon, and then they have 2 new Galarian forms, really 1 if you don't even count Slowpoke, which means not really a whole lot in total, 4 new things. Max Soup should have been in the base game with a way to Gigantamax your Pokemon. The whole EV resetting thing also should have been a base game feature. There's no excuse for why this is a DLC function and not something that's there from the start of the game, frankly. And, well, I do think the presentation, the way they handled the area, and it looks better than, the wild area, that's kind of nice, but overall, it looks sorely disappointing to the point I don't feel like it's going to be that much of a great experience. And, yeah, I'm going to read on the spoilers real quick. And I didn't really like it too much. I've seen, a lot of the footage in it, and it looks meh at best. I don't know. Crown Tundra looks interesting, at least. You'd get a random shiny heads. Good terms than Isle of Armor. I can see that, yeah. I think I've gotten 1 random shiny out of all my time playing Sword and Shield. And as a fucking Dugtrio, I'd probably be happier if it wasn't the Pokemon that I'd already got a shiny out of and, already have, multiple of them Let's Go, so it doesn't really mean a lot to me getting that Dugtrio. I still kept it, because why not? But, I mean, I don't really feel any joy of getting a shiny that I've already had before. Speaking of which, I've got back into the Let's Go, and I've mostly been playing it on stream. In fact, that's what I've been doing right now. Last session I streamed of it. It took me 6 days because I was shiny hunting, and I got my Kadabra that I was after, but I wanted to get 3 targets in total, and ended up getting 2 out of 3, and not all of them. So, geez, this hammer is significantly slower and not as easy to use. Okay, game, thanks for fucking battering me, not letting me move away quickly. Me run, please? Okay, whatever, fuck. I'm used to using the hammer to an extent, because I used it in the beta and I was good at it, but it seems like this round may not go great. We'll try, though, see if we can do better. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Fuck yeah. Shit. Wow, he just fucking ate shit and got hit by the same attack 3 times in a row. I thought after several attempts he'd stop using it. Whatever, though. Nice! I'm actually doing good with the hammer right now. Fuck yeah. Wow, strategy's actually working. But yeah, I went on that shiny hunt, went after Kadabra again. Actually got my Kadabra after like 2 to 3 days. Things got a little bit lame though because I got my Abra like shortly after I got my Kadabra. I had to spend like another 2 to 3 days at the end of the hunt when I was trying to go after... Oops, I should have waited until they got closer. I forgot this one's different than the punching blade. Like I was saying, it took me like 2 to 3 days to get my hands on Ghastly. And like one of the days, I didn't get any fucking shiny spawns at all. That made me really, really angry. And House for planting corn. Yeah, I like corn. I could see that. That corn's one of the things I really like in terms of like what's the right word? I guess like corn's a vegetable, right? I think I'm not sure if I'm remembering that correctly. Yeah, vegetable. Like I was gonna say, out of vegetables, corn is probably one of the better ones. I like it a lot. It's good. Same with potatoes. Corn can be made in like a lot of really, really good and like, well, I guess cooked in a lot of good ways. I should say. I don't really know how to describe it otherwise. I think one of my favorites I've had is like roasted corn. Roasted corn is surprisingly really, really tasty. Remember I had it like back when I was in elementary school a long time ago, and I had it like a few times after. I remember like really liking it though. It was surprisingly good actually. Let me think. Corn on the cob's like one of my favorites, yeah. I mean, cream corn is good too. I think if I had to like list a favorite in terms of farm food, genuinely, even though this might suck to say because I was talking about animals and how I liked animals, I should have got closer again. I'm really bad about judging distance there, and I didn't try my best to watch what I was doing. But yeah, chicken is like the best from farms. Chicken is so fucking good. You can cook chicken in so many different ways, and all of them are pretty good. Like, I swear I've like had so many different chicken dishes, and you can look it up. There's still like a shit ton of them. I've probably not seen like every chicken dish, despite eating it very commonly. I could eat chicken for practically my whole fucking life if I was forced to eat only one type of food. Chicken's just that good. I don't think I can name any other food that I like that much, frankly. That much. Fucking off the top of my head, there's baked chicken, fried chicken, personally one of my favorites. Let's see. You can do roast, grilled, there's something, I think, where you like stuff some stuff in a chicken. Like, I think you stuff like a chicken inside a pig or something. There's all sorts of chicken-based dishes, and they're really, really good. Hey, E-Tims, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It's been a while, but welcome. Glad to see you made it to the stream. Appreciate the viewership. I think I won this one. Okay, I'm actually a little shocked. I thought I got E-Tone quite a few times. Funny, I thought the drill was like the better of these weapons, and switched to the hammer and immediately get in first place. That was fucking awesome. Being beaten from a living animal? Yeah, I'll be honest, I mean, that's not a thing that's, like, great to think about, but I feel like people who... well, not always, all people or anything like that, but, like... I sometimes feel like vegans, like, kind of make it out to be a bigger deal than it actually is. Like, it's pretty much we live to keep surviving, and animals feed us. Like, they're pretty much meant to be eaten, even though it does suck to think like this was an animal that was living and probably enjoyed its life for quite some time. Like, it's like, I think the best way to look at that when you're eating something like that is like, basically just think this animal may have died, but now it's food and it's sustaining you, and even if you do happen to feel bad about it, you can at least thank the animal for being food for you that day. Like, if nothing else, it delivered you a meal that day. Even though it may not be exactly what the animal wanted, it at least helped you keep living on, so the animal's life was put to some good purpose, which that's the best way I can think of to look at that scenario. Let me see. Your brother plays the game? Yeah, it only just came out like a day or two ago, I think, and I was meaning to play it a little more recently, like on launch day, and I got caught up in a shiny hunt, but I didn't really have enough time, because I still couldn't get done with I couldn't get done in time in order to actually play this, so had to keep going so I wouldn't break my catch combo. Speaking of, let's talk about this. I talked about it yesterday, but I don't think a lot of people watched my stream yesterday, so I didn't get to like talk about it a lot. I'm not pleased with the recent announcement from Pokemon Company, like, was made on the 24th, that whole Pokemon Presents thing. I think a lot of people are with me, though. That genuinely was really disappointing. They hyped it up as if it was going to be something cool, and then it turns into this fucking MOBA announcement that nobody wanted. Like, I think I know fair enough reason why it was like this, because the company that's behind the MOBA is very infamous for making, like, low-quality shit stuff that nobody wants, but frankly, it doesn't make it any less annoying to have to see this, honestly, and I still feel about the same towards it as I did before, honestly. Like, for anybody who's not in the know, the company behind, like, the partnership with Game Freak for making it is called Tencent, and they're known for making a bunch of, like, shitty cash grab games. Particularly, I think they are known for, like, mobile games, and they make, like, all sorts of dumb shit filled with microtransactions to make a quick buck. And they partnered with Game Freak for this Pokemon Unite thing. And frankly, it looks like crap. They wasted too much time on it, and they seemed really tone-deaf towards, like, what the people who were actually tuning in for the presentation wanted. I mean, I'm not going to completely put blame on them, but I think it was the wrong decision. I think what's more likely is that Tencent probably fucking demanded they made, like, an actual presentation for the game, and because of that, they did it since they were paying them for it, and now all this like, hate came to the game. If it had just been that other presentation, I guarantee you wouldn't have as much hate as it got right now. Give me a second, I'm gonna have to check on the thing in a second. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Game's a scam. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a scam, it's free. I mean, I don't like the way they handle their microtransactions, but I won't say it's that bad. It's not amazing, though. It's still fun. I enjoy the gameplay I've got out of it. It's been good enough that I've been having a fun time playing online. Also, you told me yesterday about how you're having, like, loading issues, and that sucks. I hope you can, like, actually play it if you try. I don't know why your Switch isn't loading it, though. That's really, really lame. I always hate when I have, like, technical problems with my Switch games. Seems like it's not too common, though, considering, like, Switch is an obvious console, and, like, console issues are a lot easier to fix than something on a PC, so actually not really that bad, like, trying to troubleshoot errors, and usually get, like, support and get help relatively quickly. Also, trying to put on Cafe Mix. Yeah, I remember looking at that. I haven't tried installing it. I think the thing is, like, I remember watching that presentation and I was interested in it. The problem is that they put it where it's literally a game where it's just, like, handheld mode only unless you're playing it on mobile, which is honestly a little bit disappointing. It's only touch-based, too, I think. I would have probably played it if they'd put in, like, an option to play it in dock so I could stream it, but nope, no option for it. At least there's been some good little free stuff on the eShop lately, like that Pokemon Cafe Mix thing, and also that little jump rope challenge thing. It looks kind of cute. What the fuck are they? Why am I getting hit and not able to fight back? What the fuck was that attack there? Whatever. But yeah, they put some neat stuff. I haven't checked out the jump rope challenge thing yet. I've been waiting for a day where I have, like, free time to try and stream it and see if I could, like, get a little bit of fun out of it. Let me see really quickly. See what I missed out on in terms of comments. I think I already read the comment about reminding me of Splatoon. Yeah, I can see that. This game seems to take a lot of, like, inspiration from Splatoon. The art style looks really, really similar. Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting I'd get Epon Master. I guess I did pretty good that round overall. But yeah, this game seems alright. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I don't like about it compared to Splatoon and ARMS, though, overall. Still a good game, but whatever. Let's see, where are we at in terms of time-wise right now? Because I was going to only go on for an hour before I stopped, and I want to, like, see where I'm standing at. Okay, it's almost been an hour, actually. You know, I could go for another match, but I think I'm at the point where I'm better off just stopping because I don't want to go out like too late on streaming tonight. I'm going to be doing a pretty long stream tomorrow, actually, and doing quite a bit. If I can say anything else, I kind of hope we get like another Nintendo Direct or another game announcement really soon because there's not much to look forward to on the horizon right now. That's all I can complain about. Alright, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I would do more. I started late and I'm tired and I don't want to go too much longer than an hour tonight. I plan to do more Ninjala in the future, probably, and do a longer session sometime. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow, and when I do, I'm going to be playing Animal Crossing because there's a competition going on tomorrow. We're going to be doing the bug off tomorrow, so I can play that and catch bugs. I don't know if it has like online multiplayer support for the bug tournament, but if it does, then you guys are more than welcome to come by my island and catch bugs. So if that's the case, then feel free to jump by and join in me on that experience or just watch. See you guys tomorrow, and we'll catch a whole bunch of bugs in Animal Crossing, hopefully. Bye, everybody. Hope you all have a great night or day.